They may have been struck down, but their knowledge and legacies live on.
I killed that miserable old fool.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie mentor deaths. For this list, we're looking at teachers in films who met untimely ends, more often than not helping their protégés reach a pivotal point in their journeys before meeting their makers. It kinda goes without saying, but a spoiler alert is in effect for this one.
Win the crowd.
Inside, move.
Number 10, Antonius Proximo, Gladiator.
We mortals are but shadows and dust.
Nothing motivates a man more than losing it all. Driven to rebuild after his life is ruined, Maximus Decimus Meridius is given that chance by a man named Proximo.
Learn from me. I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me.
After purchasing him as a slave, Proximo takes Maximus under his wing, aiming to put him in the gladiatorial ring and even giving him his old gladiator armor. Steadfast and loyal to his pupil, Proximo sacrifices himself to give Maximus time to escape Rome. This is yet another tragic loss for our hero, but even so, in the original script, Proximo was supposed to live to see the end of the film. When actor Oliver Reed suddenly passed away during filming, this slightly more uplifting outcome became impossible, making his character's death even more poignant.
Shadows and dust.
Number 9, Don Diego de la Vega, The Mask of Zorro.
Now I'm free to kill you.
Diego de la Vega was the original Zorro, masked hero of the people, until he was captured by his arch-nemesis, Rafael Montero, and spent 2 decades imprisoned.
Take him away.
After de la Vega eventually escapes, he comes across a man named Alejandro Murrieta, who, as a young boy, had helped de la Vega at a crucial moment.
Alejandro. You know, there is a saying, a very old saying, when the pupil is ready, the master will appear.
With fate as his guide, de la Vega decides to groom Murrieta to become the new Zorro, while also plotting revenge against his archenemy Montero. Ultimately, the elder swordsman gets his chance at retribution, but vengeance comes at a steep price, as de la Vega is mortally wounded, dying in the arms of his protégé and his daughter Elena. You couldn't ask for a better hero's farewell.
Alejandro. Vega.
Number 8, Abbé Faria, the Count of Monte Cristo.
You know, it's your final lesson.
6 years into his incarceration for a crime he didn't commit, Edmond Dantes meets would-be escapee priest Abbé Faria, who tutors him in academia and combat, in return for assistance digging a new escape tunnel.
I am Abbé Faria. I have been a prisoner in Chateau d'If for 11 years, 5 which have been spent digging this tunnel.
Unfortunately, the passage collapses and mortally injures the soft-spoken Faria. Revealing to him the map he'd kept secret, Faria gives Dantes one last lesson.
Do not commit the crime for which you now serve the sentence.
Despite the fact that Dantes has endured hardships that would disillusion most, Faria implores him to keep the faith. Ironically, his death actually gives Dantes an unexpected advantage, as the younger man secretly takes the priest's place in his body bag, ensuring his escape from prison. It goes to show that even in death, the priest managed to help his friend.
You're free now. As I will never be.
Number 7, Harry Hart, Kingsman, The Secret Service.
What did you do to me? I had no control. I killed all those people.
To everyone, especially Eggsy, Harry Hart seems like the prototypical English gentleman, but you certainly should not underestimate him.
Are we going to stand around here all day? Or are we going to fight?
Harry helps the delinquent Eggsy in the right direction, bringing him into a world of espionage and sharp dressing to help him become an agent of Kingsman.
If you're prepared to adapt and learn, you can transform.
Oh, like in My Fair Lady.
Harry is not exactly ready for retirement himself, however, as he heads out on a mission to stop Valentine, a demented and charming businessman intent on controlling the world through cell phones.
Mankind is the virus. We're making our planet thick.
After a veritable bloodbath and one of the best uses of Freebird ever, Valentine proves he's not your average spy film villain who tries to kill the hero by elaborate means. The audience and Eggsy, watching from a computer screen, are shocked at the sudden loss.
Is he dead?
That tends to happen when you shoot someone in the head.
Number 6. Katsumoto, The Last Samurai.
You have your honor again. Let me die with mine.
Living in a turbulent era where the old is giving way to the new, Katsumoto embodies more traditional Japanese ideals. He ends up taking on a pupil, enemy combatant and American soldier Nathan Algren, teaching him Japanese and the ways of the samurai.
What does it say?
I belong to the warrior in whom the old ways have joined the new.
As a team, they engage in an all-out assault against the Imperial Army, an advanced military force. And through it all, Algren stays by Katsumoto's side, despite certain death. In a true demonstration of his honor and Japanese heritage, the noble warrior Katsumoto commits ritual suicide after losing in battle. Such an act ensured Katsumoto and his samurai code would endure for centuries to come.
Perfect. They are perfect.
Number 5. Juan Sánchez Villa-Lobos Ramírez, Highlander.
How do you fight such a savage?
With heart, faith, steel.
An old and charming immortal, Ramírez was born in Egypt more than 2,000 years before he met Connor MacLeod. He uses the considerable knowledge he's amassed in that time to teach the Highlander the ways of the immortals and how to sword fight, using a pretty kick-ass Japanese katana.
Never lose your temper. If your head comes away from your neck, it's over.
In the process, a strong brotherhood is formed. But sadly, that bond is severed by Connor's rival, the Kurgan. Ramírez must face the warrior alone. And though he lands a few good hits, he dies the only way an immortal can, by decapitation. We'd been hoping that there could be more than one, but rules are rules.
Tonight you sleep in hell. There can be only one!
Number 4. Gandalf the Grey, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Never put it on, for the agents of the Dark Lord will be drawn to its power.
Gandalf possessed a wealth of wisdom and a reassuring presence, making him a worthy companion to the young hobbit Frodo Baggins in his quest to destroy the Ring of Power.
Frodo, you must never find it.
All right. We put it away.
Unfortunately, such a mission leads to a great many dangers, such as the Balrog, an ancient creature of darkness who resides in the mines of Moria. To save his friends, Gandalf makes a grand stand against the monster.
You shall not pass!
However, once Gandalf sends the creature into the abyss, it becomes clear that the Balrog is a sore loser, as it drags the old wizard into the depths with him.
Fly, you fools!
Such a loss left viewers everywhere wondering what the Fellowship would do without him. Fortunately, his business helping our heroes wasn't quite finished.
It cannot be.
Number 3. Ricky Goldmill Rocky 3.
That's good. We did it.
Had Mickey never pushed the unfulfilled Rocky to realize his true potential, he may never have gone the distance and become the Italian stallion that beat Apollo Creed.
Where you going? I'm going on a permanent vacation. What are you talking about? We got one more fight.
Through 2 more films, their successes continue, until Clubber Lang, a cocksure boxer, provokes Rocky to engage in a truly challenging face-off. At odds even before the match, the 2 fighters throw down backstage, with Mickey tossed aside in the fray, suffering a heart attack as a result.
All right, let's start CPR.
Unfocused, Rocky loses the fight. But his coach goes to his grave, thinking Balboa had claimed victory.
I love you, kid. I love you.
In a heartbreaking final exchange, Mickey tells Rocky how he feels. The sound of Rocky's whimpering is like a punch in the gut. Number 2. Albus Dumbledore, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Forgive my mawkishness, Harry. I'm an old man.
You still look the same to me, sir.
Throughout the series, Albus Dumbledore had been a father figure to the boy who lived, offering advice, guidance, and support to the orphaned boy whenever necessary.
You know, at times, I forget how much you've grown.
In a moment that forever changed the tone of the series, we and Harry watch helplessly as Draco Malfoy aims to kill the Hogwarts headmaster.
I have to kill you. He's gonna kill me.
But ultimately, it's Severus Snape that has to aim the killing curse at the respected wizard. In a brief exchange between two friends, Dumbledore tells the potions master what he has to do.
Severus. Please. Avada Kedavra.
As Snape utters the unforgivable curse, our spirits fall along with Dumbledore. The shock and sting of this death lingered with all of us for the rest of the Harry Potter saga. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Someone has to help.
Resist.
Number 1. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope.
Your powers are weak, old man.
You can't win, Darth.
Though the demise of Han Solo at the hands of his son Kylo Ren was a tearjerker, the top spot has to go to this classic death. As one of the last Jedi, Obi-Wan ensures that Luke Skywalker grows up to become the first in a next generation of galactic guardians.
You must learn the ways of the Force if you're to come with me to Alderaan.
In an attempt to give Luke a fighting chance to survive to complete his training, Kenobi engages in a climactic lightsaber battle on the Death Star against the man who was once his student, Darth Vader. This final showdown makes us scream just as loudly as Luke. No! But our spirits rise as we hear old Ben offer his student one last piece of advice.
Run, Luke, run!
Do you agree with our list? Which mentor death leaves a deep hole in your heart?
Master! You can't leave me!
You must believe.
Master!
For more honorable top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.